sure what's more dangerous. The Fey out in the desert.
Greetings. Hail, friend. The gnomes at Modus Mining mentioned you'd be opening a mining site here. That's all well and good, but I can help you make the most of it. For a small sum, I'll renovate this mine for you, make it bigger. In the long run, you'll earn more money out of it. What do you say? If you give me the gold, I can start clearing out one of the collapsed passages in the mine. I'll start cleaning out the passage right away. Who knows what we'll uncover in there?
It took that scholar long enough to get rid of those.
We'll make sure this mine stays operational.
Go out into the world.
The problem with Apotheos. It's amazing.
I can't believe Edgar put the miners through that. He was always about taking the fight back to the competition, but I didn't think he meant to take their lives. There's no excuse for it. Motus's business practices aside, he had no right. Thank you for righting his transgressions. For another bit of gold, I can clear out the next section of the mine. We'll have this place running at full capacity in no time.
HoloLens are a hard...
Hey, boss. Do you need me to do any work on the mine? Just a little more gold and we can open up the last section of the mine. This will be about all we can extend the mine. We've run out of room in the cavern. Hail, adventurer. We've pushed this mine as far as it'll go. It's been sound doing business with you. Now all you have to do is relax, sit back, and collect your money. No one I know of has scaled it all the way, so there's no knowing for sure what's up there. Heard everything, from it's the home of a powerful mage, to it's the cradle of civilization itself. Sometimes in the same breath. There's an adventure to be had at Cloudcrest's Peak, I'm sure. That's me, Master Architect at your service. Your friends at Modus Mining sent word to me that they were helping you open a site here. For a little bit of gold, I'll help you get this dump running more efficiently than Edgar Aaron ever managed to. There are bad goings on at the caverns. The miners have all, one time or another, seen wretched, scarred creatures that walk on two legs pacing at the entrance. Steel yourself out there. Welcome. The Motus Miners have told me all about you. I'm Vincent Helvern, Edgar Aaron's former assistant and facilities manager. I'll continue to run the mining office for you, if you'll allow it. Come and go as you please, the building is yours to use. And if it doesn't suit your tastes, with some spare coin, I can arrange for renovations. If you have enough gold, I can clean this place up and furnish it with goods from across the land. I'll get right to work. It'll look brand new before you know it. can't believe old Edgar had been causing all this trouble in the area. People died on account of him. Sad. With a bit more gold, we can improve the facilities even more. Time to get to work. Oh, you'll love it. How goes the splunking? I've kept things pristine here at home. For a tad bit more gold, I can add on another room for more storage space and furnishings that'll make an emperor drool. It'll be ready in no time. When we're done, you'll own the finest building in all the Hollowlands. We've expanded the facilities as much as we can, I'm afraid. But look at how far it's come. It's quite a sight, eh? Truly a marvel of modern architecture, if I do say so myself. Sorry, boss. We haven't yet sold off what we've produced. Check back later and I'll have your money. Yet another place of mystery that I'd rather be much farther away from. The HoloLands are death trap enough as it is. I locked myself in here while Edgar was hatching his schemes. I knew it would come to violence at some point. He was hell-bent on getting even with Motus. Anyhow, what's past is past. You need a manager for this building while you're away, and I'll do it for a small fraction of what you earn. Speak to me if you want work done on this building, or if you'd like to collect a profit. Beastly creatures stalk near those caverns. They're not Fey, and they're definitely not natural. You could pay me enough to get close to there. I wish it were somewhere far from here. The HoloLands are dangerous enough without them. The Motus miners feel indebted to you. They've offered to work your mine, for a sliver of your overall profit, of course. Take care, my friend.
What are needed are century plants. Yes, they must be made to bloom. Normally they blossom only every 100 years. The land stirs and wakens, and what was worn away rejuvenates. That is the way of things. Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one Fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season. You wouldn't know with these little mortals here, but these lands are a Fey place. And Fey places need refreshing from time to time. The blooming of the century plants is the fastest route of recovery. The century plants have deep ties to the pulse and marrow of the land. Their breath wakens the desert, causes the rocks to stir and grow. A friend of the sands, you'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire. Only after fire will they drink the petrichor. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom, and all will be well. The smell of the earth after rain. I have gathered it over years in that skin. For each of the 3 upon the sands, scorch it with fire, then slake it with the petrichor I gave you. Farewell.
trouble. Stay out of trouble.
was gonna be hot.
Mind yourself.
I'm at your service, friend. Take a look at the merchandise and let me know what you think. Come again. Done. Oh, I'm the best in town.
I can smell them on the dry winds. Your eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there. The little meddlers may do their worst. The Hololans will endure it and mend the wounds they make. For now, then.
There were some whispers of what happened at Sandstone Villa, but no more. I hope you found whatever you were looking for there. And not everyone is given a villa just for arriving here. But I'd be careful. A gifted necklace can easily be a golden chain. The Domus Politica has me tallying and sorting all new arrivals to the city. Another few years and I could be Italier, first class. The Domus is where all of Odessa's political work is done. The Templars determine the policy, and it is there that we enact it. I'm sure you'll learn about the city the more time you spend in it. It is vast, but well designed. Yes, go on.
Good day, Master. I am happy to report that there have been no problems. Not after the perfidious Bruton was dealt with. The city is yours to explore should you wish. The amount of freedom you are allowed is not normally granted to outsiders. The villa is yours to do with what you will. If you wish to expand it, the Grand Bursars will provide that service. It is the financial heart of Odessa. We process all of the incoming funds we receive from trade and allocate it to various institutions as necessary. Of course, since many have their own means, the Bursars will perform various services in exchange for necessary capital. As preparation for managing this household, I attended some of the humoral and physiological dissertations of Vian Severus. He's quite the healer. And now, so am I. I am a servant, and the manager of Sandstone Villa. I also have some knowledge of the medical arts, should you require them. Farewell, Master.
I hear the Praetorian garrison allows people to spar in the training room if you ask. Have you visited the market? There's always trade done for those that need to go back out into the desert. I hear we have been asked to make all efforts to help you enjoy your stay. How is Sandstone Villa? I hope you will consider the Arcadium should you need any supplies.
Looking to get into a place that's locked off? Narret will teach anyone how to bust a lock, proper-like. Looking to get into a place that's locked off?
No good will come of visiting the Hospitalis quarters. The kind that lives there knows nothing but trouble. No offense. The Basilica Nostra is the home of Edessa's greatest thinking minds. Many would relish the chance to visit. If you're here for trade, then go to the market or the Arcadium. Otherwise, just don't touch anything. No good will come of visiting the Hospitalis quarters. The kind that lives there knows nothing but trouble. No offense.
Keep the peace while in the city. Don't need any more long legs cluttering up the prison. No good will come of visiting the Hospitalis quarters. The kind that lives here knows nothing but trouble. If you're here for trade, then go to the market or the Arcadium.
Visited the Arcadium? Lil's bookstore has all of the bestsellers.
No good will come of visiting the Hospitalis quarters. The kind that lives here knows nothing.
What? Guest of Sandstone Villa or no, I'm afraid I have little time of which to suffer a distraction. Edessa's done a lot for the sake of this desert. It's our coin that keeps Ironfast Keep in mail, and it keeps the mines open. Somehow, it has fallen to me to make sure the Grand Bursar is appropriating gold to meet our needs correctly. I was not trained for this. In reality, the positions of scholars in the Basilica are abstract enough that we are called upon to monitor a variety of concerns and issues, academic and banal. Yes, yes. Well, look at you. Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other humans working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise. I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study. Scar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started. You need to speak with Scar Naren in the Basilica Nostra. She'll tell you what to do. The Basilica is where the scholars of Edessa reside. Not many assistants there besides me, but I manage. Every now and then, the scholars take an assistant from the laboratories in the walls to the Basilica. Right now, that's me. Lost? The Basilica Nostra is home to Edessa's scholars. The Forum is the center of Edessa, and behind that is a livrarium, Edessa's library. The consistorium is, well, under construction. The scholars are the most educated gnomes. You could say they are the thinkers of our society. Even in its unfinished state, the Forum is a perfection of architecture, a fitting place for the seat of our government. The livrarium is our storehouse of knowledge. The works of many scholars, sages, historians, and mages can be found within. Who's there?
Well, when I sent O'Dern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work. In so many words, yes, I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues. But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues. Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes. If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name. Administering the counteragent. Most frustrating. You know, I really must have these results. I require them for proper language base. I've specialized in the study of languages and discourse. Of course, the Basilica sees no end of political applications for my research, so I'm happy to be well funded. The Basilica is currently funding more remote experiments than ever before. Why would they do so much work externally? Makes it difficult to keep track of it all. Not all the scholars are dedicated to academia. Some, like Eilili Ehrencourt, are put on bureaucratic duties between projects. It's not always ideal. Yes? Hello again. Have you very well. Yes. Hello again. Have you elected to... Very well. Yes. If you can understand the words I am using, please say my name. Very good. Very good indeed. I'm going to try a different language now. See if you can understand it. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer? I see. Here's my final question. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from? Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless. I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks. Yes?
Keep the peace while in the city. You don't need any more long legs. No good will come of visiting the hospitalis quarters. The kind that lives here knows nothing but trouble. No offense.
The Forum is the democratic center of our society. Though the Templars lead, all gnomes are allowed to speak their mind in the Forum. The Grand Bursar will invest money for its clients. It's an easy, but risky way to put coins to work. The Livrarium was the first building raised in Edessa. It's home to the vast wealth of knowledge our people have amassed. The Livrarium was the first building raised in Edessa.
The Forum is the democratic center of our...
I was lucky I ran into you. You have no idea how hard it's been to wrangle an experiment for Scholar in their inn. Lost? The Basilica Nostra is home to Edessa's scholars. The Forum is the center of Edessa, and behind that is a Livrarium, Edessa's library. The Consistorium is, well, under construction. Every now and then, the scholars take an assistant from the laboratories in the walls to the Basilica. Right now, that's me. Goodbye.
The Livrarium holds a wealth of knowledge for any that wish to walk amongst it.
The Forum is the democratic center of our society.
Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. Aside from a few interactions with the laborers, my studies have not permitted me much contact with those of your race. The city has no parallel, and it's only half built. I can't even conceive of all the contributions we will make to these lands in learning and policy. I got my start doing vivisections in the laboratories. I showed enough knowledge of humoral balance and physiology that I was asked to join the Basilica. It is where the greatest minds of the gnomes, the scholars, can determine the underlying rules and laws of existence. From here, our power is born. My colleagues are always at the forefront of research. I must stay at my best to keep up. Very well.
Yes, there is much I have to do. I don't have time for everyone that comes looking for me, even if they are the guest of Sandstone Villa. The scholars first found this crater brimming with strange potential. In studying the area, more equipment than people came, until a city was born. While my background lies in the study of magical acuity contextualized by race, somehow I ended up being a Basilica liaison to the Domus concerning Fae and Alfar. It is the product of centuries of learning. Here we distill the experiences of our race into axioms, knowledge that future generations may live by. I see.
to Eric Porth if you're looking to improve your dispelling ability. I hear that Templar Montanel will train any willing students in the art of persuasion.
As an outsider, I think you'll find there's a lot to take in when walking Edessa. Are you enjoying your stay in Sandstone Villa? Edessa was not founded for trade or power, like Rathir and Melsenshir. We were founded to study, with the librarium at our heart. I am an assistant in the laboratories. I one day aspire to work in the Basilica Nostra, where the greatest scholars collaborate. That is the home of Edessa's finest minds. They have been freed from thinking about tangible science, of practical limitations, and experiment only in the theoretical. The laboratories are where the practical magic studies are performed. Our findings go to the Basilica Nostra. We use them to create new theories of laws and magic. Oh, farewell. Yes? Yes?
Keep the peace, stranger. I know you are welcome to Sandstone Villa, but we've no need for any outside trouble. Edessa is a coveted prize. We've turned a barren stretch of desert into an oasis of knowledge. So we Praetorians must protect it. I am the leader of the Praetorian Watch within the Isles. Me and my guards ensure that nothing jeopardizes the institutions we've built here. We are the backbone of Gnomish society. The scholars are the brain, and the Templars are the will. But we are the means. Very well.
Speak to Eric Porth if you're looking for... The Basilica Nostra is the home of Edessa's greatest thinking minds. Many would relic...
Their Saint Librarium was the first building raised in Edessa. It's home to the vast wealth of knowledge our people have amassed. The Forum is the democratic center of our society. Though the Templars lead, all gnomes are allowed to speak their mind in the Forum.
Well, our newest guest, I hope you are enjoying the Sandstone Villa. It is a lovely building. This city will be a beacon to all of the other races, to let them know of our artistry, our resilience, and our mastery of knowledge and magic. I sponsor many of the scholars of physiology and humoral applications in the Basilica Nostra. With all that's happening, the world will need healers. The art of rhetoric is essential for any Templar to master. And of course, I excel at it more than anyone. But such knowledge is better shared, agreed? The Templars are the leaders of the Gnomish people. We are many, and sometimes at odds, but we have the goodness of our people, all peoples, in our heart. Be well. My thanks for the assistance. With any luck, the matter's ended with Bruton's death. But now, there is much I must see to. Please, excuse me. What's needed?
Hello.
The Basilica Nostra. Speak to Eric Porth. Welcome to the garrison. If you're here for trade, then go to the market or the...
Bloody chests. What? Bloody chests.
Shopping for books? Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. If you've a head for books, then please peruse my wares. Come again.
Be quick.
Well, look at you.
I'm happy enough to see a guest marveling at our city, but I certainly don't have time to join you. There is much work to be done. Yes, yes. We have been asked to make all efforts to help you enjoy your stay.
Keep the peace while in the city.
Ah, enjoying a tour of our great city. It is beautiful. From here all the way to Sandstone Villa. It was born during the early years of the war, though thankfully away from the conflict. I oversee much of our economic relations with other powers. Gold is the road to diplomacy, in many respects. I must get back there soon. I don't spend nearly as much time in the librarium as I would like. The Forum is a place for all gnomes, where we Templars are humbled by the people's trust in governance. Perhaps the greatest house of learning in all of the Phalans. The complexity of ideas and the thought within is truly astounding. Travel far. The Librarium was the first building raised in Odessa. It's home to the vast...